The golden silence of the Nile. Welcome to a time when silence ruled the sands and kings walked as gods. As the stars shimmered above the vast desert, the Nile flowed gently through a civilization unlike any other, ancient Egypt. For over 3,000 years, this land thrived under the rule of men and women who believed they were divine, the pharaohs. Tonight we will explore their disturbing yet fascinating lives. You are invited to let go, listen closely, and slowly drift into the quiet secrets of a world that no longer exists. The birth of a kingdom. Ancient Egypt was not always united. Before the pharaohs rose, tribal communities settled along the Nile's banks. Their connection to the river shaped every belief. When the upper and lower kingdoms merged around 3100 BCE, a new world was born. The first pharaoh, Narmer, began a long line of rulers whose purpose was not only political, it was cosmic. Pharaohs were seen as the living embodiment of Horus, the falcon god. Their job was not just to rule, it was to keep the universe in balance. This was known as Ma'at. Crops, floods, life, and death all depended on the pharaoh's divine harmony, the daily life of a living god. Imagine waking up every day knowing the world depends on you. The pharaoh's morning did not begin in silence. Priests entered with scented oils and blessed water. Servants bathed the king, combed his hair, applied eyeliner believed to hold magical protection, and dressed him in linens woven only for divine skin. After grooming, the pharaoh offered incense to gods in elaborate temple ceremonies. Every action mattered. A missed ritual could bring famine or disaster. Throughout the day, the pharaoh held court, reviewed taxes, judged disputes, blessed military plans, and showed himself to the people, always as a perfect, immortal symbol. Power struggles within the palace. Behind the palace walls, life was not peaceful. Royal families were webs of secrets. Pharaohs married their sisters to preserve divine blood. Queens plotted to secure their sons' futures. Powerful women like Hatshepsut rose to take the throne themselves, while others, like Nefertiti, ruled in shadow. Pharaoh Akhenaten shocked Egypt by replacing all gods with just one, Aten, the sun disk. This nearly collapsed the religion and the government. The royal palace was not a sanctuary. It was a battlefield where loyalty could vanish like sand in wind. Death and the servants who couldn't leave. To die as a pharaoh was not an end. It was a beginning. But that beginning was paid for in blood. In Egypt's earliest dynasties, servants were sometimes sacrificed to follow the king into the afterlife. They were buried in chambers beside him to serve for eternity. This practice faded over centuries but was replaced with something no less haunting, ushabtis. These small figurines were placed in tombs, hundreds of them, enchanted to become servants in the next world. The pharaohs believed their needs would never end, even in death. The legacy they built in stone. No ruler is remembered more than the ones who built. Ramses II, also known as Ramses the Great, left temples across Egypt carved with his likeness. His statues sit 60 feet tall, watching deserts that once bowed to him. Cleopatra, the last pharaoh, defied Rome and legend. Her death marked the end of Egypt's dynastic line, but not its myth. Every tomb, every scroll, every gold mask whispers their story. Archaeologists today still uncover their ambitions, fears, and failures. What remains is not just history, it is humanity carved in stone, immortality, and its price. To the pharaohs, immortality was a right to be earned. Their bodies were preserved through mummification, a 70-day ritual of drying, wrapping, and chanting. Hearts were weighed against a feather in the afterlife. If found impure, the soul was devoured. Their tombs were worlds unto themselves, filled with boats, weapons, food, games, even pets, all waiting to be awakened. But for every golden sarcophagus, thousands died building it. The pyramids did not rise on dreams alone. Behind every monument was a lifetime of human cost. Conclusion: the hollow crown. The pharaohs ruled as gods, yet died as mortals. Their lives were filled with luxury, ceremony, and fear. Every moment was shaped by superstition and the weight of cosmic order. Today their crowns are dust, their palaces are ruins, but the lessons of their lives remain. Power, no matter how divine, is fleeting. Legacy may last, but it is carved by both light and shadow. As you rest now, think of the river, the stars, and the quiet tombs beneath the sand. The story of the pharaohs is not just disturbing, it is deeply, deeply human.